Nintendo cardboard. Trash. You gonna pay money for cardboard. You are trash. You gonna give your kids cardboard? You are trash. You gonna pay 100 and something for it? Cardboard you can get free at home. Trash. Actually, not home, but you know what I'm saying. You can get it anywhere. Get a cardboard box of goddamn jewels for free. You are trash. Anybody who's excited for this, you are trash. Nintendo as a company is trash. Every game that I've played from Nintendo in my lifetime, I've totally hated. Every Mario title, well, except for Zelda, I'll give you this. Zelda has always been awesome. Most of them that I played, except for anything on the Wii, because I never played any games on the Wii. I got the Wii, I was like, yeah, no, not gonna happen. Wait till I got 360 slash PS3 at the time. Had a blast. We never hardly played it. I played it for like the little mini games, little baseball game every once in a while. That's it. Basically, Nintendo sucks. 90% of their games suck in my opinion, especially their homegrown shit. The console's underpowered, and it basically, it's not like I'm the biggest graphics guy or want my shit to be what you call it, but it's not even at 1080p. Come on now. Some games not even at 60 frames per second, from what I hear. And you see how the WWE Smack, whatever it's called, 2K18 or whatever. Of course, that game's not really good on any system, in my personal opinion. I played it on the PS4, and it's not a bad game. It just has no substance. It has no soul. It's boring to play after a while. Once you get through playing it, and all the DLC came, it's fun for maybe an hour or two, and you're done. And they kind of ruined story mode, so it's no way you can actually play story mode. So it's like you can't get immersed in the universe of it at all in any kind of way. Okay. Anyway, Nintendo Switch, in my personal opinion, is trash. And I don't get why people wants to play something for half of these games, especially multiplats that they have already been out. It's not like they're getting something that hasn't came out. And it's not like you can't get a better version. Oh, you can take it on the go. Well, as you can see with 2K18, do you really want to take that with you? It looks like a garbage can. Seriously. Like the fucking it doesn't even go on at like 30 frames, which even on PS4 they can get it at 60, because it's a fighting game. Most fighting games you can. You can't even get that on 30 frames per second at 720p. I don't even think it's at 720p the game. You know what I'm saying? The frame rate is so low, you can't really even enjoy the game unless it's one on one in NXT rank, from what I heard. And it's trash. It's like I don't understand why so many people want to buy a console that's $300, but it's $300 for a goddamn tablet. If I wanted to have a tablet, I better iPad. You know what I'm saying? I can play games on my cell phone. You know what I'm saying? And tell you the truth, I could actually get a PSP for cheap and play games that look better on the PSP than it do on the Switch. In my personal opinion. And what is it called? Breath of the Wild. If I really wanted to play it, I just get it on the Wii U, even though I don't own one. Apparently, no one did because I haven't owned a Nintendo system since the Wii, which is totally trash. Worst system ever, in my personal opinion. It sold more because it was $100. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get why anybody wants Nintendo products in this 2017 or 2018 anyway. You know what I'm saying? 17, 18, anytime. I don't understand Mario. Like the whole concept of the Mario games always seemed like horrible trash, even in the 90s. Now I figured games would get better eventually, and I played it because it was nothing else. PlayStation was the first system, in my opinion, that actually brought real shit. Dreamcast was pretty decent. Xbox was pretty good. But I just always thought Nintendo's first party titles was trash. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the only one, but I just feel like Nintendo's been a garbage can for years. And people eat up the same garbage they've been pushing out for a while. You're like the drug dealer that gives you bad drugs and you still want it. And I don't understand why people are so addicted to these games. Mario. Oh my god, Mario. I had Mario on Super Nintendo when I was like 6. It was trash. What do you call it? Super Smash Bros. I played on the N64. Trash. I played Smash Bros. On the GameCube at other people's house because I didn't own a GameCube. I refused to ask for one. I just happened. I didn't ask for it. Just birthday present. Oh, okay, thanks. But I don't understand. I don't understand why people continue to buy products from a company that doesn't really put money into their consoles. In my personal opinion, I mean, I have no problem paying $500 for a console. At least works halfway. I mean, works pretty decent. You know, PlayStation, Xbox One, either one. Even the standard version of Xbox is better than Switch, in my personal opinion. Xbox ain't got no exclusives, but that's a whole nother story. I mean, they got old exclusives you can play. Like if I wanted to play Old Fable, play it on my PC. You know what I'm saying? But especially with the way Xbox is going, I don't see the reason to have an Xbox One X because most of their games you can play on the PC, especially their old titles that they had. A lot of them you can just buy on your PC. I don't have a powerful PC, but my PC is powerful enough to play their games. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see a reason to get an Xbox X or Xbox X at this point right now. And the fact that they don't have achievements anymore, it seems like it's a loot box thing going on with achievements on the Xbox side of the game, which makes no sense to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know. It's just I don't know what's happening to gaming, and it feels like everybody's just trying to get your money. It's like it's not even an actual gaming. I remember I could just buy a game and it was no such thing as DLC. You know what I'm saying? It was just cheat codes. You know what I'm saying? And then cheat codes became DLC. You know, and now you're paying for the cheat codes basically in every other game. And NBA Live, I mean, it's so trash. It's been trash for a while. And it's not a bad game if you're just playing just the game without playing career mode. But everybody who buys the game plays the game for career mode. So you're gonna spend $50 for the game, maybe 80 compared to what version you buy. You know what I'm saying? And then you still gotta spend another 50 just to get your player somewhat decent until you get badges, and it's just like I got NBA Live this year. I know NBA Live is trash, but at least it works. You know, works in a way. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by I can get I have a character. I've started on my character, and my character is already at 87 overall. I only started like last week. In NBA 2K18, it's almost impossible to get your player to 80 something overall with badges. Their version of badges, I've got at least one gold one, whatever it is. You only get 3 badges, basically their version of badges, but at least I get some. You know what I'm saying? It's almost impossible. They make you go through hoops to get these so-called badges that you need to make you dominate on the court. And I personally think 2K should do the same thing that NBA Live is doing. Not all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because I have no problem if I'm gonna pay to get my player good. Okay, but why the fuck I can't pay for the badges? At least let me get them in. If you're gonna have me pay, at least let me pay for the badges if I want to get them. You know what I'm saying? The ones that make me play better. Even if I have to pay a little extra, I had no problem with that. If I'm gonna pay for it, right? Only thing is, I pay all that money and it still doesn't give me everything I want. You can pay $80 in the game and it's still not everything you want. You know what I'm saying? And they set it up there for keep making you have to put money in, put money in. I have no problem putting money in if I have to do it to make my character good. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case. Of course, I like NBA Live better because I don't have to. It's it's difficult enough to be difficult, but not hard enough. You know what I'm saying? That you can't get good. You know what I'm saying? You can get good at it. 2K, it's almost impossible to have a player at like 85 overall unless you've been playing 2K for like your whole life to get it like at like 90 something overall without any fucking microtransactions. That's almost impossible in this day and age. You got to put some money down. Even if it's 20, 30, I don't know. But you got to put something down because it's almost impossible. You got to be like 2K Legend #1 or some shit. Some random shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to really been playing this game for a while. And it's like, I didn't start playing 2K till 2011, maybe 10. Yeah, 2K10. And so 2009. I still like NBA Live 10 better than 2K10, even though Kobe's jump shot in 2K10 was the best jump shot for Kobe ever. I love that jump shot. That was the greatest jump shot ever. I wish they would put that in 2K now, but they don't give a fuck about animations like they used to. Like they do, but they don't. They half-ass it. 2K10 looks better than 2K18, just in the overall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, they can't do step backs in that game, which I love step backs. That's one of my favorite things. And it's not as much customization towards dunks and layups and all the other stuff and set moves, which was, it's okay. But I feel like OG 2010 Kobe jump shot was the greatest Kobe jump shot ever made. That jump shot was just killer, elite, badass. I still want to buy that game for my PS3, which is just like my PS3 is so fucked up. It's like it's gonna blow up. I feel like I've been had it for years though. I had my PS3 since 2010. It's 2007, 17, and still runs though. But I was scared it's gonna blow up. That's why I don't play it as much as I used to. But and my PS4, I need to get a new one. It's kind of heating up all the time. I'm not getting a PS4 Pro because I'm not spending money for something for 4K, and I don't have a 4K TV. I have no reason to get a 4K TV. I feel like they're trying to force the narrative of that you need to have a 4K TV when it's not really about how high it looks and how what do you call it? It's what a lot of people say they want really is frame rates. I don't really know what 60 frames per second really look like that well because I can't tell the difference yet. But I guess you can if you see it over time. It's kind of like with 1080p and 720p and below her. I can't watch movies anymore if it's under 720p. I really can't. Sometimes 720p hurts my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been seeing 1080p so long, and I just don't want to get my eyes ready for 4K. I'm not ready for 4K because from what I heard, you have to readjust your house a certain way, and it's just like I'm not ready to make my house look a certain way just to have a TV. I don't want to have a 100-inch TV because I have no need for. I'm happier with a 20-inch TV, maybe 30 the most. I don't need a big ass TV. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. And I don't understand why everybody wants a 100-inch screen TV. I can't even see everything if it's 100 screen TV. I mean, I understand 100 screen TV for PS3 games, but for PS4, it's pretty decent in my opinion for most of these games. So I don't understand why everybody wants to be like, oh, I want a 100 and something inch screen TV. I don't get it. And actually, I like playing games on my PC now. I mean, for a long time, I was scared to try PC. I tried Steam. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's got a lot of good sales. And my PC, it's not powerful, but it's powerful enough to play a lot of these older games that was on PS3. You know, like I got Max Payne 3 on my fucking, this is, fuck is, I don't even know. Fuck. I have no idea what kind of computer this is. I know it's HP. It's like HP something. Um, It's HP 15. You know, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I mean, it's not really powerful computer at all in any kind of way. I mean, it's powerful enough to play like Shadow of Mordor, the first one. I don't know what's the difference between the two towards the names. I know they're two different games, but I can't remember which one's the first one. I don't have the second one. The first one. I bought it for like $8. It works, but it's kind of glitchy, so it shows its age, even though this is a brand new computer compared to, I guess, some other computers. But it's really not working as good as it should, I feel like. But it works good enough for Max Payne, which is crazy. I was like, it took me a while to figure out how to map out my PS4 controller for it because it's not really made for PS4 controllers or any kind of controller actually. And I don't have a mouse. I just have like the little middle pad, and that's like I'm not playing a game with a little middle pad for shooting. I tried it. I could not hit a lick. I can't play games with a goddamn mouse and keyboard. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, people. Mouse and keyboard's not happening for me. No time soon. Controller to the end of days. Even if I do play PC games on PC, I will use controller to the end of my days. Sorry, people. I will not use mouse and keyboard. It's not in my DNA. You know what I'm saying? But and I mean they say it's more accurate, but I cannot use it. Just doesn't work like that for me. Anyway, and I feel like, you know what? I'm in it right here. Peace out, y'all. This is just my thoughts.